back here to the Crossfire Stars 2016 Grand Finals, and things are starting to narrow down here, guys. We are down to just 6 teams remaining here, Danny, but we just came off of a very intense match. Vici Gaming taking down AG 10-5. Kawhi moving on to face them as well. 2 teams that we really didn't expect to meet each other in this tournament, but that is going to be an intense semifinal coming up later on. But right now on the main stage, they do have Flipside leading pretty heavily here.
Flipside.
And now it is going to be our final game here of the quarterfinals. And I'm looking forward to this one because it is the wild card match. But before we go into that, we will take a look at the MVP here.
Yeah, this is going to be Philippines Pacific Wara versus ruLegends. And, you know, ruLegends didn't do quite the best on the second game against AG. But nonetheless, I mean, you know, they got the wild card slot. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, both of these teams getting those wildcard slots. They both had some issues in their games earlier today, but Pacific Wara, I think they had such a good chance to win their game. I was so disappointed when they fell short to Insanes. I mean, a golden round coming down to it, it's got to be a lot of pressure, but I know they were definitely keeping their eyes on these games, and they've been doing a lot of studying in their downtime today. But ruLegends, they're not a team we can underestimate as well. I mean, this is the team that took down AG in the group stage. Even though they did have a little bit of a downfall in their second meetup, they still looked pretty solid. And now it is going to be our MVP from the previous match, guys. And it is going to be, of course, 9 here. He had so many good plays for Vici Gaming, but the team as a whole really stepped up to grab that win against AG. All of these guys have definitely stapled themselves as the team to beat. I mean, they had 2 10-4s, and even in the quarters, they're still pulling a 10-5 win there over AG.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for Vici, it was like the beginning was sort of a little bit rough for them, but the moment they pulled out that 3-round lead, they were unstoppable. Like, they went off. And 9, as you can see, gains himself the MVP of that match, and 9 just did beautiful. 9 just did great.
Definitely just a great performance from Vici Gaming, and they'll be moving on. But right now, it is going to be that wild card matchup that we've been waiting for. ruLegends and Pacific Wara fighting it out to grab that next spot in the semifinals. The winner presumably going to be taking on Flipside if they continue forward and grab their win.
I mean, looking at the score right now, 8-1 to Flipside.
8-1, a very crazy score for them. So assuming they do win, which it's looking like they will, they'll face the winner of this in what should be a great semifinal, and we could see 2 very good teams going against each other. But I think ruLegends versus Flipside might be a bit more interesting considering how well they know each other. That would be a great match to see.
Flipside and ruLegends, they know each other so well. They've practiced so much together. I mean, you know, thanks to me for giving ruLegends accounts, but we won't say anything about that. But you know, ruLegends and Flipside, they are no strangers to each other. It's like EU versus NA, right next door to each other. Literally.
Definitely, and now we've got Pacific Wara, though, definitely a team you cannot underestimate. These guys came out with a lot of insane plays against the Japanese team earlier in the day. Unfortunately, they did fall short, losing that one in a golden round in overtime, but there's definitely a lot of players to look out for on this Pacific lineup. I mean, we've seen King do some crazy things.
Oh, yeah, King, Zaran, and probably Poi.
Yeah, that last game.
Not so much, but yeah, on your screen you see Zaran and the BXM, the 2 people that we actually saw step up quite so well. Poi and King as well. King and Aries. Aries was actually the one who was playing Vents quite a lot, actually. And even though it didn't work out so well for Aries when he was up against Insane Sniper, who was Asuka. But yeah, nonetheless, though, they did do quite well.
Yeah, now Pacific, they definitely look a little bit more confident now going into this one. They are ready to get this one underway, but it is going to be a very intense one, and it's going to be our final best of 1 here as well in the tournament. From here on out, the next matches will be best of 3, followed by a best of 5 in the grand finals, but definitely looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. Both teams coming off of a loss, so it's really going to be about who can reset themselves more and come in with a winning mentality here. But looking at the ruLegends lineup, I mean, Danny, you know these guys well.
Yeah, we have Extra, Vice, Drace. Next should on your list should be Asa, and then we have Treat. Now, ruLegends are no strangers to Crossfire. They've been around for almost 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 6 years. Now, these guys have made appearances in Crossfire Stars. I think it was season 2. They also made an appearance in WCG 2011 where they had that incredible game on port with their other sniper, or that really old team member, Baller. And one thing I do really remember about Baller was he was that type of guy who would pick up a sniper, rush A long on Black Widow, and he would 4K teams. And but unfortunately, they no longer play with him, and this is their current lineup. But looks like ruLegends are going to do exactly what Philippines did as well. They know they are the wildcard team, and you know, it's right or die from here on out. I think they would feel he strokes his hair. I think they would feel comfortable playing Flipside. Sorry, but you know, this is the money match. It all comes down to this game, and hopefully, I hope personally that they have what it takes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough team to go up against, especially in a map that Pacific just came off playing so much time on. I mean, it's going to be sub-base again, the match they had with Insanes. I mean, we saw some crazy things from Pacific. ruLegends not really getting too much action on this map just yet. They did get a play against AG, which did not go quite so well, but Pacific, it is still going to be a difficult task for them, but I definitely expect this one to be a very close match.
I hope Pacific Wara don't do what they did before, and if they do, I hope ruLegends picks up onto it, which is if Pacific Wara aren't peeking down wood and A bottom in the last, let's say, 40 seconds, 35 seconds, I hope ruLegends do push up their players from A to go ahead and get the backstab kills towards mid and B long. Because, you know, it was one flaw that we saw within Pacific Wara, and, you know, obviously Insanes abused that, and they racked up so much rounds because of it.
Yeah, Pacific Wara, they're so good on the front line attacking, but they usually just don't have someone watching their back lines very well. And if ruLegends catches on, they can definitely do a great job exploiting that. But now, guys, we're going to be looking at an overview of the map here. Sub-base, once again, we're going to see Pacific on this map, but ruLegends, they're looking for some redemption here after that loss to AG. And right now, it is going to be a very close best of one here, but right now, looking at these two teams, what are you thinking, Danny? Do you have a score prediction for us?
It depends, because like Pacific Wara, we can't rule them out. They are a pretty strong team. So I'll probably say my prediction is going to be obviously in favor of ruLegends. I'm probably thinking 10-6, 10-7. Close game.
I definitely agree with the 10-7, but I'd have to say I think Pacific's going to take this one 10-7. They've had so much time to really evaluate how they play sub-base today. I think that's going to give them a little bit of an edge here after playing close to 20 rounds on this map. I mean, they have to be ready to go on this one, but as we've seen, they fell short against Insane, so it's definitely a possibility that could happen again here against ruLegends. Pacific Wara, they just had so much trouble closing that match versus Insane. They had so many times where they just gave up rounds that they easily should have had behind them.
Yeah, that is for sure. They had that one moment where they had that 2v1 towards A bottom, and because one of, I think it was King or Aries who took too long to get his you know, to take his direction towards the bomb and get it defused, but he took 1 second too long, and you know, it resulted in another round headed over towards Insanes.
Right now, guys, it looks like we are just about ready to get things underway here. Both teams are ready to go, and this is going to be quite the match here, the wild card decider to see who moves on to the semifinals. They'll be facing the winner of the Flipside game here. That's just about over, actually. Flipside Tactics, they are on their match point here. It looks like they may have just got it here. It's going to be Flipside who does pick up the win, guys. And it's going to be a great way to kick things off for this match now, knowing who they are going to face. The winner of this one is going to be facing off Danny against Flipside, who just came off a 10-3 win. An incredible win for them. They're going to be moving on to the semifinals to face the winner of this match. So Flipside, definitely a difficult opponent for whoever comes out of this match on top, Danny, but we'll see who can make it happen. Starting things off, it is going to be King trying to look through the smoke there, but Aries, he finds the rushing peek onto Treek over towards A-Long, and that is going to be a great way to get things rolling here, as now Pacific, they do have the 5-4 advantage, but it's going to be Arsa pushing in here through the smoke, but he's going to be dinked very heavily by Poi there. What a great shot indeed. I mean, 84 damage onto him, the nice little neck tap there, and it's going to be a rotation now coming back towards A, but Pacific definitely off to a great start here, and it's going to be an engage over towards A-Long, though BX, he's going to be spotted by Drace, but Drace, he goes for the repeat, he's going to be punished, but the trades do come in, and it's going to be a 3-on-3, but both Arsa and Vase very low here, and they're going to have to work their way back into A. Right now, though, Zaran's already rotated in, and he's going to be ready to go for this challenge, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be another frag going the way of ruLegends, but Poi, he's going to take down Arsa, making this now a 2v2. King and Poi, though, two very strong players to be up against in this post-plant situation. Right now, it's going to be a very, very fast push coming down the stairs. King backing it up with a sniper, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be a 2v1 now. King looking to try and find his way out of this one, but it's looking like ruLegends may have done exactly what they needed to win this first round. But King, he grabs one. It's going to be Executor all alone here behind the stacks, but now that King knows where he is, he has to go for this push here, but is he going to be able to hit the shot? Neither player connecting these shots, but it's not going to matter as Executor picks up the 3-piece, and then it's going to be a nice first round there for ruLegends.
Yeah, nice first round there for ruLegends. Unfortunately for Treat, got picked up really early on. Didn't quite expect that aggression from Team Pacific Wara, but then again, Subbase is their best map, so let's see how they fare. We do have 3 players circling over towards this B long. It doesn't look like they want to exactly take it, but let's see what happens. Shot being fired over towards that wood area. We do have Aries who has pushed up, and Treek is also holding the angle, surprisingly with an AK this time.
Right now, though, it is going to be ruLegends sitting in the lead here, and it's looking like they could potentially pick up another round. They're doing a great job of getting these early map control picks, but they definitely have to be careful here. Pacific, they seem to be favoring pretty heavily towards this A bomb site defense right now. They have basically 4 of their 5 players playing for an A hold here. It's going to be just the lone warrior of Koi holding down their B, but looks like we are going to see ruLegends working their way into this trap here. Aries playing behind the box, and it's going to be ruLegends just walking right past him. They don't even check the corner. Aries, he's still there behind the box. Finally, he peeks out. He gets one, but it's going to be punished with the trade. But King, he's there to pick up another as well. And ruLegends, they definitely fell into a trap there, but now they have a chance to redeem themselves. Arsa, will he check the corner here? But no, it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade there. And now it is going to be up to Poi to respond on this post plan, but Arsa's so low here just for a 3. Poi, though, he misses the shot. It's going to be Arsa picking up 1, and now King, he's left in a 1v2 once again, and this is a big opportunity for ruLegends to start this off with a 2-0 lead, and now Treek, he knows he has to play passive, but it doesn't matter. Arsa just shows no fear there. HP.
No fear from Arsa there. 4 HP, doesn't matter? No, it does not.
Arsa definitely making things happen in that round. That's 3 on the board for him in just that one round. And now it's going to be ruLegends up 2-0. Pacific Wara looking to try and recover this one. Right now, though, King and Aries both going to be looking down long A, trying to snipe here through woods, though. It is going to be nobody getting an early peek just yet, though. Aries, he's still trying to creep up here, and it looks like he's just going to go ahead and try and spot under vents, but ruLegends so far, Danny, very impressive.
Yeah, most definitely ruLegends very impressive, and let's see if they can impress us more here with this round. They're going to be sending 3 players over towards this A, and they will send 2 over towards B long as well. Bomb is towards wood as well. Nade will go towards A bottom from Pacific Wara's end, and it looks like Pacific Wara are going to start rotating as well. They're smelling this A, and they're going to be rotating 2 players off from B towards this A top area. ruLegends, though, this fake may not go quite as planned. A minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, and let's see what they do. Shooting over towards this B long area. They are going to start to execute sometime soon. Zarin is fully flashed, and looks like a peek will come out from Execute. He will take him down. King finds a return frag onto Execute, making things a 4v4 situation, but it doesn't matter. The BXM will find the kill onto Drace, and they're going to start executing towards this A bottom. Aries finds one onto base. BXM finds another one onto Arsa, and just like that, ruLegends are going to start falling, oh, should I say crumbling, to Pacific Wara, leaving their remaining player Treek in a 1v4 situation. Here he does find one onto BXM. He's going to start moving more close towards that A bottom, but Aries with the Kobe takes him out, and that's going to tie things up. Oh, sorry, not going to tie things up, but that's going to make things now 2-1 Pacific Wara with their first round on the board.
Definitely a great round coming out from Wara there, but it really came down to King's quick response on that execution. But right now, ruLegends, they still do hold on to the lead here, and if they can keep things pushing forward, they'll maintain that control. But Pacific, they're going to be looking to tie this one up here and keep things moving forward for them. And right now, it is going to be a 2-3 split, but Pacific still continuing to put their focus on making sure there's no ability to push up wood here from ruLegends. But right now, it is going to be Treek trying to spot someone on the wood cross, but still he cannot seem to make this happen just yet. No one wants to challenge on this A long peak here from Pacific, and it looks like ruLegends, they may go for the cross here once again. They've got 4 players now grouping up for it, and here they go. They're going to be crossing over towards lower A, and this is going to be a very difficult one here coming up, and right now it is going to be just a very passive play. ruLegends, they're almost scared to work their way into lower A, but they're going to revert back, and it looks like they may try and run this bomb up mid, potentially up L-turner vents here. And it is going to be a fast rotation off as they do leave one player to watch their back there. But right now, it seems like they're almost confused as to where they want to go with this one. They're just going to be moving back into mid, and it looks like they may go for some sort of a B split here, and they're going to leave Treek there to hold down the flank. But right now, looks like we may see a solid execution coming out here, but it's going to be Treek running into some trouble. And he's going to just barely escape with a sliver of health there. Aries backing off from that fight as well. Right now, though, ruLegends, they do sit in control here 2-1, but they are going to go for an aggressive play now over to the B-bomb side. It's going to be a split here, but Zarin takes down one, King picks off another, and it is going to be looking very favorable for Pacific on the hold here. King, he gets a second one on the board. King, he gets the triple kill, and the cleanup comes in, and a very great tie coming out from Pacific Wara now 2-2.
King stepping up with a sniper rifle, and this is what we were saying. Even though he didn't have, much of a good performance compared to Aries or Zarin, still though, King stepping up with an incredible 3K towards that dark room, and let's see if ruLegends can answer back, especially Treek with his sniper. And they are gonna send 2 players over towards that B long area. We do have shots coming out from Wood. Treek in a little bit of a tough spot here at 16 HP. They're going to send Drace in to see if they can go and contest, but it doesn't matter though. Drace will fall down to BXM. Aries collects the kill onto Treek as well, following up from his teammate. And that's going to leave ruLegends now in a 5v3 situation. Bomb is dropped, I think bomb is, yeah, it doesn't matter. Bomb was dropped really close to them, so they will be able to go ahead and retrieve that. Base taking a little bit of damage, so has Asa, but that shouldn't stop him. And it looks like now they're going to go ahead and group up, possibly towards that B long area, and see if they can work their way towards a different bomb site with a little bit of a better...
Right now, though, it is going to be Pacific looking to grab their 3rd straight round on the board. ruLegends, they had such a great start, but right now Pacific doing a great job of abusing this map here in their favor. King, definitely the biggest factor, though, for them so far, stepping up, getting that triple kill in the last round. That's 6 on the board for the half in his hands right now, but it's going to be Executor looking for this pick onto B, but Zarin, he's waiting very patiently on the top of rafters here, hoping this peek goes his way. He's going to run into some trouble, though. Executor's going to back off, though, and it's going to be a 3v5 still, as a little bit of damage is dealt, but no kills on the board just yet for ruLegends, though. Aries is coming in quick on the flank, and they are not ready for this, and it is now down to a 2v4, as Aries does finally get traded out, but still, things looking very positive for Pacific Wara. They have a 4-on-2 advantage, and both remaining ruLegends players are quite low here. Here comes the engage, though. They're going to be spotted on the cross towards lower A, and now ruLegends, they have to make a miracle happen to make this plant work in their favor. They're going to run into BXM, who's already waiting on the missile. He's patient enough, though, but it doesn't matter. Arza takes down one, but now it's down to a 1v3 as King is aggressively holding this plant, but it doesn't matter. The bomb will go down, but a 1v3, a very difficult situation to get out of here. Here comes the rotations, though. They're coming in for the bomb. It's going to be one and done, though. King finishes things off very nicely, and it's going to be Pacific Wara moving into the lead now after a 3rd straight round.
Yeah, Pacific Wara finding some great momentum that 3rd straight round, as you just mentioned. I'm hoping for ruLegends to pull out something like maybe some sort of vent play, some sort of Elton play, to see if they can try getting another round on that on the board and see if they can pick up some sort of momentum. We've got a 1 push here coming out from Pacific Wara, and looks like Aries will pay the price of that as Treek takes him out. A good advantage here in favor now of ruLegends. 5v4 situation, bomb in the hands of ruLegends also, and they can more or less dictate how they want this round to go for themselves here. 1-man advantage, 1 minute and 58 seconds left on the clock here. Probably going to be a smart idea if they sort of wait out the next couple, the next sort of 40 seconds, just to apply a little bit of pressure and some sort of, hopefully get the timing right of positioning from Pacific Wara side in order to, explode onto a bomb side and hopefully win the round. And it looks like they may just possibly do that. They are going to be grouping up or gearing up for towards this A take. They do have a play towards A bottom, and yeah, shots are going to be fired. They're also going to be ready to throw in the flash. BXM still alive on the bomb side, still not yet been taken care of, but it doesn't matter. The Asa will go ahead and take him out. In the meantime, the Poi from a top manages to find 1 kill onto Exua. We've got 1 player from ruLegends watching the back as well. We also got a player in Elton, and that was Drace, who does get gunned down by Zarin, and it's going to be a 3v3 situation here. Not in favor of Pacific Wara as they are on retake. We still have that 1 player watching towards Wood, and it looks like 2 players coming up from Pacific Wara from the flank. Flash goes in. Looks like 1 player, looks like Treek was actually flashed out. He does find 1 onto Poi. Zarin goes down to Vice, and now it's a 3v1 situation, and the last player once again going to be coming in from the back as well, and that's King, but it doesn't matter though. Treek will get the better of him, and that's going to tie things up 3-3.
Definitely a great round coming from Treek on that back of sight defense, but oddly enough, something I noticed in that round, Drace, he is yet to put up a frag on the board here for ruLegends.
Drace is yet to make a mark, but it doesn't matter though. King is definitely making a mark. His mark is sticking permanently right now on Treek, as Treek once again falls down to the hand of King.
King definitely being a huge factor, along with Aries, who's also picked up the now for his team, and they continue to put these impact frags on the board. Between the two of them, they sit at 17 frags just with these two guys putting in the work here for Pacific, and it's already going to be a 5-on-2 thanks to King and Aries. But King, he picks up a third frag on the board, and now it's going to be Executor all alone, but it doesn't matter. King gets the quad, and that is going to be a big round from him, continuing to put in the effort here for
King
Pacific.
putting in a great performance right now with, what does he have? 12-3. King, 12-3 currently on the board. And I don't know about you, but is this the possibility of seeing someone drop a 20 bomb?
It's definitely a possibility, but with 2 rounds in the half, he's going to have to go ham in these to put 20 up in just a half. But definitely in the game, he should be able to put it up. But now we do see Drace finally coming to life, putting his first 2 frags of the half onto the board here, and now giving his team a chance at this final round, or the second to last round here in the half. BXM, though, still alive in this situation, looking to try and recover it here. And right now it is going to be BXM creeping into Darkroom. The question is, can he spot Executor behind these boxes? But he's not going to check it even, and now he could run into some trouble, but Arza maybe not ready for this. He's going to be taken out, and now BXM, this is his chance to find an opening here. He's going to find Drace, but he doesn't hit the shot, and Drace will pick up a nice 3-piece there to put himself on the board.
Yeah, good time for Drace to come alive. That gets the kill onto BXM. I almost thought BXM was going to win that one because from our angle in the spectator camera, it looked like he almost had the 1v1s. But it doesn't matter. The Pacific War are going to start now, pushing up towards this B long here. Projectiles being thrown left, right, and center. Drace on your screen. Trying to hold from the bottom of the stairs here. Treek shows up, though, takes out Boy. Aries and Zara go down as well. A double kill for Drace as he takes out BXM Mac. And now 1v5 situation here, all up to King. The legend himself finds the first one. But it doesn't matter though, Treek will gun him down, and that's going to be 5-4. Just a 1-round difference, but in favor of Team ruLegends.
A very, very close half, but ruLegends, I think it came down to them stepping up as a complete unit. We really only saw Aries and King firing hard for Pacific. It didn't feel like the entire team was able to step up, but as soon as Drace stepped up to the plate, it seemed like a much easier half for ruLegends to close out in their favor, and now they sit with a 1-round lead. Danny, as we go into the second half, do you think they can close this one out here?
Most definitely. I mean, you know, they had a sort of shaky start out towards the beginning. Pacific War found some great momentum, but, you know, if ruLegends just keep, you know, we have a 1-round advantage, let's just play our game, play with our rules and our mindset. They should be able to take this. There's no reason why they shouldn't.
And now going into it, this is Pacific with a chance to answer back and tie this one right from the start of the second half, but it is going to be ruLegends up 5-4, guys, as we go right into this second half. Anything can happen here, and we've seen Pacific show us some crazy things here, but starting this off, it is going to be ruLegends picking up the first. Aries goes down, but it is going to be another frag going the way of ruLegends. A 3-on-5 already here, as now Poi, King, and Zarin look to try and turn this one back around. ruLegends still looking very confident here, though, and it's going to be Pacific charging this bomb all the way back over towards lower A. It's going to be Arsa, the only one for ruLegends, though, ready to try and hold this one off. Treek, though, able to rotate into upper A here and help out, but Arsa just trying to stall this push. He grabs one on the board. Poi and King, the last two alive, the 2v5. They managed to get one, but it's still looking very favorable for ruLegends here. The bomb does go down, though, and it's all about the retake. ruLegends, all they have to do is make sure they don't challenge this side one at a time. King and Poi
play together. They have to play together at this point. Trico will be the first one to jump the cross, though, giving King the 1-on-1, but it doesn't matter, though. He will go to Executor. Poi finds the kill onto Drace, but it doesn't matter. The Executor will clean up and collect the kill onto Poi. And that's another round on the board here for Team ruLegends. That early push on the second half, that early push helped quite a lot.
Now it is going to be 6-4. ruLegends just 4 rounds away from working their way into the semifinals here, where they will face off against Flipside if they do walk away with the win. But Pacific Wara, it's not over just yet. They're going to be rocking that double setup once again as well. Aries and King both bringing it out, but surprisingly not having either of those players go for a direct challenge on Woods. It's going to be just a watch on the stair push here from Aries. He's not going to be challenging, though, on the wide peak Drace. Going to be playing on lower A, though, here with Arza, just waiting for the push to come in. But right now, ruLegends, they have control here, and they have the score advantage as well to work with. They know they have the timing here to just wait for Pacific Wara to push into their traps here. And right now, it is going to be Zarin and BXM trying to find an opening up towards Wood, but ruLegends just doing a great job of stalling things out and making this a bit more difficult. And right now, it just seems like Pacific Wara, they have so much hesitation on where they want to take this bomb. There's really no commitment anywhere just yet.
Yeah, most definitely, but ruLegends should be ready here. They're going to go ahead and smoke out towards that bottom A of Wood. Bomb in the hands of Pacific Wara as well, and like you mentioned, is not really quite sure where they wish to go. They are going to be setting up towards Wood, so it could possibly be an explosive push up Wood towards B or even A. They could go either way, but let's see what happens. King has taken a little bit of damage though. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock, and let's see what they do. Pacific Wara gearing up now. Tree gonna go ahead and pop a flash here. Got dinked out to 13 HP. Zarin will go ahead and take him out. But they can explode towards the A bottom side here. Looks like BXM will find 1 kill onto Asa. Drace does follow up onto him. Aries finds a kill onto Extra. Face will actually trade up onto Poi as well, but that's going to make things now a 3v2 situation here in favor of Team Pacific Wara, who do have a bomb site control. And ruLegends at this point, he needs to wait for his teammate group up together and see if they can find themselves some one-on-ones. They do have a player towards A top, and they need to be quick if they want to get themselves a one-on-one. Aries finds a kill onto Drace, and Zarin will go ahead and clean things up there with the final kill onto base.
Things still very close here indeed. It's going to be 5-6. Pacific now just 1 round away from bringing this to a tie. And I'm actually starting to like this double setup coming out from Aries and King. It actually gives them a little bit more versatility, and I think the angles Aries has been playing, the actually seems like a better choice. He likes to challenge those long angles and vents, and I think having that and Deagle variance has actually helped him out from giving up these early round picks over to the defense. But ruLegends, this is their chance to hold on to the lead here and make things continue to go forward for themselves, but they definitely need to be careful. Pacific Wara, they have their sights on the finish line as well, and they don't want to give this one up without a clean fight here. And it is going to be, once again, some heavy hesitation. Pacific, they want to try and draw out some aggression from the defense, but ruLegends, they're not a team that's just going to go aggro on you unexpectedly, so it's really looking like a pretty favorable situation. But just as I say that, it looks like we may see a little bit of aggression from lower A. It looks like they might try and go for a peek there with Arza, but see if he actually goes for it. It's going to be Drace, who actually gets spotted and legged, though, and he's going to be down a very low, a very nice reaction shot there coming out from Aries and taking him down to just 22 HP. And right now, it is going to be still the pressure on Pacific to make their move, but they did get that nice leg shot there onto Drace towards A, and he's actually the only player on A now as well. They just have Arza playing in that top A rotation.
Yeah, they should execute A at this point right now. They have the leg shot on towards Drace. They should capitalize with the HP advantage that they have. And like we said, a minute left on the clock here, and let's see what happens. Pacific Wara just still taking their time on this one, playing really slow. And right here, as you can see on the minimap, Pacific Wara not really sort of set up towards that A bottom on Wood area, which means they're obviously going to be going towards B. ruLegends don't know that, but it doesn't matter. The base collects that kill onto one of the players of Pacific Wara, making things now a 5v4 situation. 35 seconds left on the clock here. One player rotating from Wood over towards mid. We do have a player towards A top as well, and they're going to be crashing into each other very soon. And yes, they do. Vase will go ahead and take out Zarin. 5v3 situation. Yeah, 5v2 makes that. Vase collecting himself another kill onto Aries. Boy though rushes in, finds the kill onto Extra. Treek though capitalizes onto King, and now it's all up to Poi. Poi finding another one onto Treek, making things now a 3v1 situation. Poi needs to give himself one-on-one fights, but it doesn't matter though. Asa will go ahead and pick him up, and that's going to be another round on the board here for Team ruLegends, making things now 7-5 on the board. And from here, I think ruLegends can close this game out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a change of pace needed from Pacific Wara if they want to take this one. They've been way too passive with how they push onto these sites. I think they just need to go for some more explosive play here, but just as I say that, they're now afraid to even work out of their spawn. They're trying so hard to draw out a pick that they're willing to sit all the way back in their spawn here for the first 30 seconds, and I actually think this is going to come back to bite them, because now ruLegends has the opportunity to control any part of the map that they want here.
Definitely. I mean, you know, like when a team is hiding in base, you just know that they are so scared to leave, because you know ruLegends are 2 rounds up And you just saw from the beginning of this first round, because the ruLegends won that round, they actually had the confidence to go ahead and push up B long just to gain some map control. And what can Pacific Wara do about it? They're so scared they're sitting in base for goddamn sake. Treek though going to be holding an angle towards that wood area. Zaran going to start moving up towards B long, headed over towards that quad angle, going to clear out his angle towards the right. BXM is actually going to be the first point of contact, the first person to go in. He does have Zaran right behind him as well. All this locker area is completely clear. ruLegends is still holding that ground. They don't know what's going on. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock here, and eventually a push will start to happen. We do have one player lurking over towards wood there from Pacific Wara's side, and I think he may have been spotted as well, but it doesn't matter. The base finds himself a double kill onto Boy, and BXM making things a 5v3 situation, finds himself a triple kill onto Zaran. King though finds Drace. Treek though capitalizes onto King, getting that trade kill, and now one man up against 4 players from ruLegends. Aries with the sniper in the hand, and let's see what he does. The base left him 28 HP, but he still has 3 other teammates as well left alive. At this point, Aries needs to find some one-on-one situations. ruLegends need to avoid trying to give him one-on-one as well. But 24 HP left, and Aries just 1 shot away. He has 20 seconds left to clutch. Can he do this? No, it doesn't matter. Asa gonna go ahead and pick him up, and look at the confidence coming out from Asa. Hands up in the air, always shouting, giving his team some hype.
And definitely a time where they deserve it here. They now have an 8-5 lead here, and they are just 2 rounds away from a semi-final where we would get to see them go head-to-head with Flipside Tactics. But this time around, it is going to be Poi and Zarn starting it off with some kills here. But Poi, he gets the double kill, and that is 3 very fast kills going the way of Pacific War. But now it's all down to Treek here, left in a 1v4, or it's actually a 1v5 starting out, but he does take down Zarn. But here's where he could run into some trouble. He gets a second one on the board, and unfortunately, he won't be able to make it happen there. And Pacific start to edge closer towards the tie here, but still things looking positive for ruLegends.
Most definitely, and let's hope the ruLegends may actually go a little bit aggressive here, and it looks like they're going to be doing exactly that, sending 2 players over towards that bottom A. We also have 2 players from Pacific Wara side as well heading towards that bottom A. Bomb is circling towards B long, however, the flashes go out towards bottom A. Both players blind from each side, but it doesn't matter, the no player is yet going to get picked up.
Yeah,
2
right
minutes
now,
left on the clock as well.
Very, very passive play coming out from the defense, but Pacific, that time they tried to go for some aggression, but it seems like their aggression is just so mistimed throughout this entire matchup. I mean, they went into A, but it was sort of like a half effort there. I mean, they really weren't ready for that execution, and as soon as they even tried to peek, they got double flashed, and they just had to back off because they did not have the support to make that play happen. But right now, Pacific, they are sitting in a very crucial situation. Any round that goes away from them now puts it onto match point for ruLegends if they lose it. So Pacific, they are looking to eagerly grab this round. It looks like they're going to try and force their way up woods here, and this is where they have to be careful on ruLegends, but they are very well equipped to hold this one off. Treek gets the initial entry. It's going to be Zaran going down. And just like that, it is going to be the secondary peek coming in, but it doesn't matter as Drace is there to shut things down. And right now, things are looking very positive for ruLegends to take this into match point. King, Poi, and BXM, the last 3 alive here for Pacific, to have a hope at keeping this one within reach. But BXM, he does find one, but it's not going to matter. The trade comes in. It's a double kill coming out from Executor, and now it's going to be King left in a 1-on-4 situation with not a lot of health. He should go down here. Drace going to find that kill and close it out and put this one into a match point opportunity. 9-6, ruLegends sitting in the lead.
Yeah, great plays coming out from ruLegends, and as I told you, they have the momentum. They should be able to close out this game. 1 more round remaining. 9-6 here for Team ruLegends, and at this point, they just want to play that game. Play exactly how they've been doing, and this is a great boost coming out from ruLegends. They're going to be sending Drace into the vent area. Pacific Wara, however, looks like they want to get some kills towards that belong area, and it looks like it has worked. Asa finds a kill. Asa and Suzhou both go down here, but Base and Treek both step up, find the kills onto King and Zaran. Drace actually finds one onto Aries as well, but BXM will trade up onto Treek. However, Base finds himself another one onto Poi, and that's going to make things now in favor of Team ruLegends here. But BXM finds the kill onto Base, and Drace finds the final kill, and ruLegends will take it home. And we're going to be seeing ruLegends versus Team Flipside.
Just an insane game here, guys. ruLegends coming out on top with a 10-6 victory. Pacific Wara going to be going home. And just like that, it is going to be 4 teams remaining here, guys. Vici Gaming, Kawaii, Flipside, and ruLegends, your top 4 teams. Definitely not what we were expecting, but things looking very good.
Yeah, ruLegends have made Russia
this is definitely the best Russian
but
placement I think
Kawaii
we've seen. but Kawhi, they definitely made Columbia proud as well. Everyone was doubting them going into the first day, but they've also secured a top 4 spot, but they are going to have a very hard match coming up for them. They're going to be playing Vici Gaming coming up as well. We've got Flipside taking on ruLegends, guys. Some intense matches, but what do you think was your favorite moment of that match between Pacific and ruLegends?
That's tough. Probably Base's 4K, I think.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely
Base,
a great
wait,
play.
I think it was a 4K or a 3K. Can't quite remember, short-term memory loss, but I think it was a 3 or a 4K. Not quite sure.
Yeah, Vase definitely a great presence for ruLegends, and it was nice to see, even though Drace had a slow start there, he definitely stepped up and made some heavy impact going into that second half. And now we are going to be taking a look at some highlights, guys, but definitely a big congratulations to all of our top 4 teams for some incredible performances, and we look forward to seeing the semifinals get underway just shortly.